What? I hope you woke up grateful this morning. I hope you set a high vibe for yourself. I hope you reminded yourself of 5 things that you're grateful for, making them different every day. I hope that you guys are feeling the changes by doing these things. And I want you all to understand why change is so scary. Okay? Change for anybody is scary because we've always been conditioned to think like, how would I say it? Okay, we don't plan for the best case scenario ever. We're always avoiding the worst case scenario, and it shouldn't be like that. So that's a reactive state. Okay? So when you're reacting to life, you're not getting the most out of life. All right? So today, this is my focus. I want you guys to look if you're living from a state of reacting to your life or if you're creating in your life. Okay? And the reason why this topic, again, is so relevant is because I share with you guys the things that I'm going through in my own life. All right? I'm going through a lot of changes right now. Every day we wake up and it's a brand new day. We're a brand new person because you're no longer the person that you were yesterday because of all of the learning that you've acquired. So this is why sometimes change just happens naturally, whether results happen. So as you change every day and you wake up a new person, and I've spoken about deciding whether you're going to carry things forward in your life or not. Understand that today you have a clean slate to make it whatever you wish it to be. Why? Because I'm going to remind you all that you're fueled by infinite, unconditional love. That's what your source of life is. And this source of life that has granted you life again today is always working for your greater good. All right? Now, when you rise up out of this density that you've been living in that it doesn't make you feel that well. But you start to shift your brain patterns and you start to feel the energy of that and you start to change every day. Yeah, it kind of blows everything that you believed out of the water. Because then you understand that there's infinite possibilities of what you can create for yourself for your day. But this is why it's important to understand whether you're coming from a place of creation for your day or reactiveness to your day. Are you reacting to life instead of creating a magnificent life for yourself? I've come to the understanding, even for myself and my life, that I have been reacting to life. And I've been allowing things and that are not for my higher good. And these are huge. But I'm okay with that because I don't prepare for the worst case scenario of anything. Because where my focus is in my life is to be creating a beautiful life at all times, no matter what the circumstances are. That's where I've reached in my life. There's no way that I will ever go back to being the person that I used to be. There was a death of that old self. That's no longer who I am. I no longer react to life. Because I'm human and because I have people and circumstances and everything that I interact with, we all have interactions. What I want you all today to look at is whether you're reactive in these situations with people no matter what area of life it is, whether it's your personal life, whether it's your work life, whether it's your interpersonal relationships with the people around you in your life, whether it's with your learning of life. Okay? That today I want you to take a look at. Because I've had to analyze that for myself. And even at my state of enlightenment, and there's things happening, and okay, I have to remain loving in everything that I say and that I do. But that doesn't mean that I have to take out the severity of who I am. Okay? Because I just have to not be reactive, if you know what I mean. Reactive with love. I have to be creative with love. In other words, anything that's going on, no matter what it is, doesn't matter what comes my way. And I've had a lot of hiccups lately. There's been a lot of enlightenment and a lot of awakening, and trust me when I tell you, what one person will not tell you, the universe will show you if you are meant to know. Trust me on that. So, the things that I am meant to see and feel, they are happening, which is invoking great change in me, in what I want for myself, in what I will tolerate for myself, in what I will accept even into my life as a part of my being. Now, what we all think is secure in our life changes from day to day. In a blink of an eye, it can all change. Now, are you always preparing for the worst case scenario? Or are you creating a great life? So I ask you, are you living from reaction or creation? And that's huge when you take a look at that. Because that's what I've been really analyzing about myself. And this is why it's important to share it all with you. Because as I learn, and as I acquire knowledge, and as I acquire wisdom, and as I acquire tools for my toolbox of life, there's a lot of analyzing in that. And every day when I wake up as a brand new person, with all of the learning from yesterday that I've acquired, I have a lot of choices. Simple choices. But change is not easy. And this is why we get stuck. Okay? Change is really not comfortable. But it's always for the best. You see, and when we don't choose to live from a creative state, and we choose to live in a reactive state, well, then the universe is going to throw lessons at you left, right, and center, as long as you choose to be reactive. Because if that's how it has to get your attention, it's going to. And if it takes major crisis to get your attention, it's going to happen. So, don't let it get to that point. That's my whole point of all of this, okay? If you're living in a reactive state, you're always going to have things that are coming your way to react to. And that's what I've learned really intensely in the past week, okay? I have to choose to rise above that negativity, no matter what it is, because that is not who I am. So this is another point where I can stress to you all, don't let people, situations, circumstances, or anything affect you to the point that you become reactive. You don't want that. Anything coming your way, infuse it with love. No matter what, because that's the best thing to do for yourself. Because you walk away conscience free. Okay? With actually bonus points with the universe. Because you've infused love into that shitty situation. But understand also, as you change and as you grow and as you evolve and as you wake up a new person every day, there are certain things that just don't fit in your life anymore. There are certain people that you just feel like, okay, time to let that situation play out the way it has to, because it's not doing me any good. Whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, whether it's a partner you lay down with, it doesn't matter. Understand that one day all of these people could fit fine in your life. But the next day you wake up and go, oh, hey, okay. Because we wake up a brand new person every day. I want you all to create a magnificent day for yourselves. I want you to create a magnificent life for yourselves, because what you're doing now is producing results for in 10 years from now. Understand that. We all think of, oh, right now. And because you're not feeling the instant gratification of it right now, hey, well, then why do it? Well, understand this. The reason why you want to do it is because look long term. Okay? And this is what I'm enlightened to. I have to make changes for long term. And those aren't always comfortable if I think about it. But I shouldn't be thinking about it. Because thinking about it is producing a reactive state. Because thinking about it, the thoughts produce feelings, right? And then your body reacts to that. So, don't come from a thinking state. Allow the change to happen naturally, free flowing from a heartful place. Because that's your true brain. That's where you actually pick up everything from. It has more sensory receptors than the brain does. That's your true brain. And that's the state that you're supposed to be in. And that's the living the life coming from a creation state, from a creative place. And that's the state where you want to be, because you're always tapped into the infinite, unconditional love that feeds your body life. So coming from a state of creation is very important. And you got to make yourself aware of it, because if I didn't sit and self-analyze the way I do, and I'm hard on myself because I want to know, but my soul talks to me. Okay? My soul speaks to me in ways that no human can. And I can't doubt that. I'm sorry. But sometimes I can ignore it and make up all kinds of excuses in my logical brain where I process all of these feelings. Because that's what happens. Okay? Things happen to us, things whatever, and we pick them up in our heart, and they either make us feel not good or they make us feel good. And from that state, well, then the thoughts produce about it. Okay? So, I want you all to go deeper. And I want you to understand, I want you to go from a place of heart. And ask yourself, and be quiet about it. No thinking, because thinking messes you up. Okay? The thinking processes that stir come from the paradigm that is comes from belief systems that have been planted there. It has come from living whatever it is your survival of life has been. Because I could put, a big bet today that most of you have never had a grandiose, great life. A lot of the shit that we had to live growing up as kids in my generation, hey, you don't talk about it, but look how much is coming out now. So, what I want to know is this. Actually, I want you guys to check. Is this. Are you reacting to the thoughts that you're having about the things that you're feeling? Let me say that again. Are you reacting to the thoughts that you are having about the feelings that you are having? Because you're having a feeling that you produce thoughts about, which produces a way of life, which produces your way of speaking, which, So are you coming from a reactive state in your brain? And you're reacting to everything in life? Or are you reacting to the feelings that your heart is telling you and picking up on firstly? That's what I want to know. These are the things that are going to help you overcome a lot of things in your life. Don't be reactive to anything. And I've had to learn this huge over the past couple of days. And it has been very difficult for me. Very, because in my belief systems that were programmed there, I hate to say it, but my programming was when something doesn't feel right, or you feel threatened by somebody or something or some circumstance, you pounce and you pound. So I was brainwashed to be reactive from birth. So in my life, obviously living from that state, well, hey, I had lots to react about. And my reaction was huge. And my life lessons have had to be huge. So I'm not easy on myself. And you guys get the lightened version of it. Trust me, because the things that I tell myself to override these deeply programmed patterns that surface, it's not pretty. If somebody with a clinical PhD or whatever, they'd probably look at me and think that I need a padded room for those moments. But I don't. I have to retrain those programming, those belief systems, and they surface because you can't master them completely. My whole life is based on these things. And everything, all the trauma, all the pain, all the sadness, all the mistrust, all the neglect, everything is stored in that thinking brain. Because you can't clear it all out. Yeah, you can heal it, but where does it go? It stays there. It's there. It's a part of me. Can't get rid of it. Can't wish it to leave. No. But I have to get up every day and say, hey, today I'm going to give it another shot. And that's what I've been doing every day. So as enlightened as you all may think my life is and I've got it all figured out, no, far from it. The universe is opening doors for me on a daily basis that I have yet to explore. And it's all about learning to open my heart a little more and come from a creative state a little more. And the more my hands are tied, hey, the more I have to learn to use my feet. Okay? This is what I'm saying. Like, the universe is never working against me. As hard as it may be, And trust me, my lessons are extreme. But I have to analyze and say, hey, I've been coming from a reactive state of things that are happening around me that really have nothing to do with me. Everybody has their own stuff to work out that has nothing to do with you. It's not a part of your spiritual journey, just like it's not a part of mine. Okay? This is why change is so important. And this is why analyzing whether you're coming from a reactive state or a creative state is very important to do. Because if I remain from a reactive state to everything, instead of just allowing things to be and allowing people to work out their shit, hey, because no matter what comes my way, I can create something great out of that. And that's the difference. Instead of reacting to it, I need to create from it. Create learning for myself, create determination for myself, create motivation out of that for myself. But if I react to it, well, then I'm reacting to the thoughts that I'm having about the situation, and those are not good thoughts. I'll tell you now, my programming system in my head, if any of you guys have read my first book, you understand. And trust me, I don't sit here and go, poor me. Not at all. Nope. I take all of that and say, yeah, this is what gives me the strength. I couldn't have overcome many huge things in my life had I not endured everything that I had. Okay? But I can't live from a reactive state. And I don't want any of you to be living from a reactive state. Because in this state, you're reacting to your thoughts, not your true feelings. But if you don't allow yourself to feel your true feelings, then your thoughts about it are distorted. Simple. Because our brain is the processing center for these feelings. The feelings that you pick up with your receptors in your heart go to your brain. They shoot through your body, bang, right up in here into your brain, through your brain stem, and then, it goes to different parts of the brain, and the brain talks to each other, and and it'll do what's best for you, and it'll protect you, and so understand, being from a creative state is being in a loving state from your heart, allowing things to be loving, caring, no matter what is coming at you. Yeah, there's a lot of shitty people in the world. I'm not going to deny that. I have to deal with them every day. But am I going to react to that? No. I'm going to create from that. And all of these shitty people that with the shitty intentions and the shitty ways, well, guess what? It's okay. I got lots of wipe for them. Because they need the most love. But if you're coming from a place of thinking about all of that, you're reacting to it all. So you're bringing on shame, guilt, denial, judgment, mistrust, all of the shit that comes from being in the brain with all of those emotions that are supposed to just stabilize your body. So this is it. You can't react to these thoughts you're having about life and your situation, which are creating feelings in your body. You can't react to all of that. You got to go a little deeper and go to the heart and understand that this is the place that you got to be for yourself and for everybody in your life. Because if not, you are working against yourself. You're a creator primarily. Your state of creation is from being in a loving state, because love is what's fueling you. But it's an unconditional love. And if it didn't love you unconditionally and want you to have a great experience, it would yank your ass out of here. Whoop, gone. That's why I want you guys to wake up every morning grateful for your day, grateful for changes, grateful for everything that is happening in your life, and take limitations as a time to get creative. Any obstacle that comes up, don't look at it as an obstacle. Look at it as an opportunity to create. We get blocked from certain things happening in our life for huge reasons that we may not see. But the universe is telling us something. The universe is talking to us all the time. It's sending us signs. It's sending us messages. It's sending us all the information that we need in our soul. Because our soul is tapped into the all-knowing at all times. You're never disconnected from this or you wouldn't be alive. Create from this place. Don't react to life. And this is what I've had to learn for myself. I've been for months now. Months. Even though I've been doing great things and making great advancements since my heart attack, I have just realized over the past couple of days that I have been living in a state of reactiveness. I have been reacting to so much that doesn't warrant my energy at all. So this is how I have to, okay, look, put it this way to make you all really, really understand reactiveness. Okay, I've talked to you about energy being your currency, all right? So now understand this. Any person, any situation, any interaction in your life is transactional. You give something and you get something. You get something, you give something automatically, okay? It doesn't have to be a physical exchange of anything. Now, I talked to you guys about your energy being like your money, all right? So understand this. Being transactional. So any person that you interact with in your life, doesn't matter what title they may hold, because you only give them meaning because you give them meaning. Understand that. So understand that nobody means anything to you other than what meaning you give them. Okay? Let me make that clear this morning. Now, when you have a situation or an interaction with somebody, anybody on the planet, look at it as you are giving them money, your energy, your time, your peace, and your energy, okay? Now, how many of the people, places, situations, circumstances in your life would you not hand even a $5 bill to? Look at that. Now, this is how you do a real cleanup in your life. Now, if you won't give them, no, let's say, you know what, let's boost it a little bit, because maybe some people are worth a little bit more than $5, okay? Let's boost it. Now, let's boost it up to a brownie, okay? And for all of you guys that are not in Canada, well, guess what? We got colored money here, okay? So a $100 bill is a brownie, all right? So let's just say that every interaction in your life you had to give $100 to. How many of those interactions aren't worth that $100? Simple. And this is how you're going to clean up your life. But you can't react to it. You got to create from it. See? You got to learn from it. And these are the things that you got to check. And these are why I say this, because these are the things I've had to ask myself. I've been reacting to people, circumstances, things, and life since my heart attack. Okay? Even though I've been evolving and changing and trying to do what's great for myself and for everybody attached to me, that doesn't change the fact that I've just realized over the past couple of days that I've been reacting to it all and not using it to create. So, this is why I stress this to you guys. You gotta check these things out for yourself. So, anything that's not worth your time, your effort, or $100 bill in your head, shut it down. Seriously. With no explanation to it. You don't have to justify anything to anybody. But you need to check these things in your life. Because I can guarantee you that the things that you believe are not worth that $100, well, I can guarantee you that you're not getting back that $100 out of that either. Now, all of the negativity that you pick up or create within your own mind releases toxins. And unless your whole being is free-flowing all the time, well, guess what? That negative energy gets trapped in your body. And that's how you get sick. And that's how pain arises. And then what happens? We become reactive to it, which is very constricting. Now, being in a constrictive state is normal when you're reacting to life, because you're surviving life. So you really got to get past the fear of the judge, the biggest fear people have right now is they're scared not to be loved, accepted, approved. They're scared of judgment. They're scared of, of even change. Listen, remove all that fear. Okay? If I could give you one great piece of advice this morning, don't give a shit about anybody but yourself for a minute. Okay? Seriously. And do some analytical work on yourself, because as long as you're distracted by all of these interactions and everything keeping you busy, you can't do this inner work. Don't distract yourself from it. Do some you know what? The best investment you can make is in yourself, primarily. Having a low vibe is a very constricting state, and it keeps you in a reactive state to it. That's why training your brain and setting a high vibe and doing all of these things is so important for you. And also try to come from, and it's not easy at first. It's not easy at first. Trust me, for me just to swallow the fact that I have been in a reactive state for 4 months, no matter what good I've been doing, was mind-blowing for me. Absolutely mind-blowing. Okay? I had a huge awakening. So, I have to remain in a grateful state for my learning and choose to come from a creative state at all times. Now, what do I mean creative? Creative in a sense that I'm going to create a loving situation no matter what I'm faced with. I'm going to create love for myself primarily, because nobody in this world can do that for me. Okay? I have to unconditionally love myself enough to forgive myself for not knowing better. And I have to forgive myself for not being creative in the ways that I have been reacting. Okay? I have allowed limited beliefs to govern a lot of that reactiveness, because that too is a part of my programming. But that's fine, because being aware of it and knowing what has kept me shackled to it produces change from it and wisdom. And I know that today I did not wake up to be the same person that I was even yesterday. Why? Because I've learned from it. I'm not getting stuck in what happened to my yesterdays. And trust me. Oh boy, as huge as my energy is, man, trust me, the universe just sends all kinds of great opportunities for learning for me, let's just say. Yeah, okay? Like, it's not a walk in the park, but you can make it a walk in the park, no matter what it is. As long as you come from a creative state, don't react to anything. Nothing. Remain neutral. Be okay. Just allow. Allow your body to fix itself. Allow your mind to shut down for a minute. Because as long as you're creating thoughts, you're not allowing those automatic systems to really do what they have to do, because you're taking away from the energy that it needs to disperse throughout your body and to do, when you're overworking your brain, which should not be your playground at all, you're creating imbalance in your body. Our thinking brain is supposed to be for our imagination to create. The only thing that we're supposed to think about is the things that we would like to create for ourselves, that are heartfelt. Not the things that we think we want from all of this terrible programming. No. You have to tap into your creation of your being, which is this infinite unconditional love, and understanding that it's working for you and not against you. And what it really wants for you is to have a life that you love and have all the things that you would love, but not what you think love is. No. This conditional love that you have for yourself and for everybody in your life, no. This doesn't allow you to have this. You have to be unconditionally loving to yourself and, loving to the fact that, yes, you have many reasons to be grateful, to be even alive, because the Creator gave you another day. Simple. Now, what you choose to make from it is either two things. You're going to live from a creative state, loving yourself in totality and loving your life and loving everything about it, no matter how hard it is, because understand you've created that for yourself. Okay? Own that. Just like I've had to own what I've created for myself. All right? And that's just a part of invoking change. Don't react to your life. Come from a creative place. This is your truest nature. You're tapped into the all-knowing. The energy that's giving you life has all of the answers contained in it. You got to go within. And don't distract yourself outside of you with transactional interactions that are not giving you anything of meaning or giving you anything in your life that you can wholeheartedly put meaning to. All right? We all do it. We react to life. We react to the things that we see, the things that we feel, the things that we taste, the things that we touch, the things that we do, the things, things happening around us. We all react to these things. But you can be creative with everything. Everything I just mentioned. Okay? What I mean by that is take that moment to enjoy the now of every single sensation. Allow yourself to create from this state. Analyze what you're doing with how you're maneuvering, whether you are creating or whether you are reacting. And if you're reacting, make some changes. Little changes produce huge results. Huge. Today's a new day. You are not the same person that you were yesterday because you experienced yesterday. So how could you remain the same as you were when you woke up yesterday morning? You're not. And every day that you wake up, you are a brand new person. Why? Because you have experienced your yesterday. So it makes you a wiser, better person if you're creating your life to be the way you would love it to be. But if you're waking up going, and reacting to everything and anybody, and well, then yeah, you're going to feel the effects of that too. And that also is creating results in your body. Zulo? Okay? So, create wonderful things for inside your being by staying in a loving state for yourself. Create a space within yourself to allow change. Okay? Be open to it. Don't react to anything. Oh, and trust me, once you've been operating on a place from reaction, there's so much that gets thrown your way to react to that when you decide to pull back and say, oh, okay, I can't be reactive anymore. Don't think those things go away right away. Because, again, your subconscious brain, like mine was, being in this reactive state, has been functioning like that for a while. So what happens is now that I've acknowledged this is what's happening, and I say, okay, I have to use everything to be I have to infuse love. Whoa, I have to be in a creative state. Well, my brain tells me, hey, you think so? Well, I've got a different plan for you because you've been operating me on this reactive state, which has been feeding me the certain hormones that I like, because this is comfortable for me. Reminds me of how powerful I truly am within you. And I'm not going to let you forget about me that easy. And that's what happens. So all kinds of other stuff is going to surface for you to react to. And that's because, hey, we operate with 10% of our brain, but that other 90%, the subconscious brain that's running all the automated systems, that is very powerful, is running a lot of programming, whether you're aware of it or not. So, which is very powerful. Okay? Don't think any one of you are more powerful than your subconscious brain, because you're not. So what you have to do is you have to retrain and reprogram that brain and that programming. And that's what I've been doing. And you don't have it all figured out when you start doing it. How long is it taking you to get to this state? Well, hey, give yourself some time to work some stuff out that you've been storing there all your life. Okay? Piece by piece, little by little. But use it as creation in your life for a better life. To make you a better being. To yourself, to others. Okay? You matter. Don't react to anything. Take a look at things in your life and say, hey, would I hand this person or situation $100? No? Well, then my energy is worth a hell of a lot more than that. So 5 minutes of my life force even speaking with this individual, oh, what is that doing to me? Is that creative for me? Or will it produce something for me to react to? Take a look at all of these things. Your energy is priceless. Okay? You are worth so much more than any monetary value could ever put on you. I don't care who you are. Okay? You are alive today for a reason. You matter. You got to make the most out of your day. Come from a creative state all the time. Don't be reactive to the things that are happening or the people that are in your life. Why? Because, hey, understand that people are a reflection of what they are living. And people wear masks. They're scared of showing their true colors of who they really are. They're scared of being judged. They're scared of not being liked. Don't react to that. Allow it to be. That's not your spiritual journey. Your spiritual journey is to get the most out of your days. Okay, love yourself unconditionally, no matter what is happening. It doesn't matter. Okay? Don't be reactive to the people and the choices that people make and the decision. No, let all that be. Use all of that stuff as a time to create. Use any obstacle in your life as an opportunity to grow. Okay? We're made aware of the things that are uncomfortable to us so that we can change them. All right? Understand that. Don't judge your feelings. Stay in a remain of heart. Feel what you have to feel. Let that guide you. All right? Anyway, I love you all. Have a great day. Get the most out of your day. Be grateful. All right? Don't react to anything, any person, place, situation, no matter on what level it is. Just allow. Be grateful. Be loving in everything that you say and do. Primarily to yourself first. Okay? It'll ripple out to others. Self-analyze. Do the work. You matter. And that's why I encourage you all to do it. Because these are the things that our parents didn't enlighten us to. Okay? But that's all for good reason too. Okay? It's for us to stand up now and make the changes for the generations to come. And for ourselves to be able to enjoy the rest of our lives. Should we choose to live a long, healthy life? We can. No matter what the past has been. All right? I encourage you all today to take a look at whether you're being creative in your life or reactive. All right? Like I always tell you, I'm here. Reach out. If you need the extra help, I'm here. Hit me up on my site. Go check out the videos. Go listen. If you want my books, I'll send them to you. It's no problem. I want you to get the most out of your life. And I want you to tap into your own power, which is infinite unconditional love that loves you no matter what. Okay? There's no fear to be had to anything. It doesn't matter who accepts you. Not everybody's supposed to accept you. Okay? I know that first-handedly, okay? I'm not accepted by many because I am the way I am. I'm a truth teller. I speak the truth. I don't care how people take it. It's not my responsibility about how you hear it. It's my responsibility is what I have to say. And I have to mean what I say and say what I mean at all times. Because that's on me. I don't play games with people's emotions or minds or anything like that. No. People did that to me for all my life. No. I don't do that to people. Stay out of your head. Don't react to it. Shut those horrible belief processes down. Okay? Come from creation, from your heart. All right? Anyway, I love you all. I've been on here almost an hour. I want you guys to get the most out of your day. All right? Be grateful. Set a high vibe. No matter what's happening, love it. Okay? Understand that it's all meant to be. Okay? And it's so you can learn how to be a better person for yourself primarily. And then for others. Because it ripples out to others naturally after you do this. All right? Okay, so I love you all. Get the most out of your day. Peace.